Welcome back to Sneakers on Souls Time. This is not really going to be this is going to be sort of an update that's not really in order. It doesn't really fit in exactly where I am at the Let's Play right now. It's more just a sort of random episode that I really felt I wanted to do because well, for one thing, several people have asked me what I think of Dragonborn, the DLC, and I like it. I do, and I'm hoping I'll be able to show you one small reason why I perhaps do in this video, and the second reason is that two of my closest fellow Let's Players, if I can call them that. Anyway, Samuel Online and Nagidal have both decided to quit playing Skyrim, and one of the complaints they have with Skyrim is that dialogue since Morrowind has been sort of reduced, at least, which is true, certainly. You don't have as many dialogue options as you once did to talk with people, and the contention is that this...
I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my way, and we'll do just fine.
Right, this lack of dialogue makes for a more sort of plastic
I don't know who sent
world.
you here, but you've given us something to build on here. I hope someday we can repay you for your kindness.
It's true if I talk to this annoying lout here, for
I
example.
lend coin to people that need it, but I never lend to strangers, so shove off.
He's not going to have a lot of dialogue options because he's a bloody jerk. Okay, that doesn't make him plastic at all. That means he doesn't want to talk to me. What a bastard.
Destroying the ash spawn has made it safer to work in the fields. Thank you.
Talk to her and she'll actually give me comments on what quests I've done and stuff.
And the last thing I want is a stranger with his nose in my business. Go away.
Okay, Sneakers gets the point.
It's nothing.
This is what I'm talking about.
Captain Veleth would never allow anything to happen to us.
Perhaps that's reassuring enough for you, but it's something that still keeps me awake at night.
I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this.
People will actually strike up conversations with each other. Yeah, they did that in Oblivion, then all they gave was sort of random rumor rubbish. This is different. This is actually characterization going on. You learn something about the characters if you're listening into their conversations, which means you're not limited to just the stuff that people will tell you themselves. It's also what you can sort of overhear. I think my point is that little conversations like that one add to the characterization, to the depth of the game, and it makes sense that you learn about people not just by talking to them, because they wouldn't tell you everything that's on their mind or every little intimate detail. That was kind of weird. Oh, this is brilliant. Oh.
Is it because of your
And
father?
don't look at me like
or
that.
is it me?
I know what I am. He's never been the same since my mother died. I don't think he ever wants me to feel the pain he suffers.
So what's going on here?
At some point, you're going to have to choose. No matter the outcome, I'll always respect your decision.
It's fairly... I mean, they're not... Obviously, none of these would talk to a stranger like the Dragonborn about this, but what seems to be the thing is there seems to be something going on between Captain Veleth
Made
Talk some
thousands
And-
sense into your husband.
this particular trader over here, or rather his daughter. They seem to have something
is
going
my-
on.
What you did.
I was clear
And
when
of
I
course they
loaned
wouldn't
Garwin
talk
the
to any
money
random
that I wanted
stranger
it
about
back by
it. That would
first
be
harvest.
weird.
Seems so
It is fun watching Morgul, seeing him
for Mogul.
talk to
You got a
people
problem,
around
you talk to
Ravenrock.
him.
Well, fun may not be the right
If you
word
ever
for
need
it, actually.
apothecary supplies, talk to my wife.
Anyway,
But
oh,
Lord,
brilliant.
You need to talk some sense into your husband.
You can't get blood from a stone, Mogrel. As it is, we can barely make ends meet.
That isn't my problem. I was clear when I loaned Garwin the money that I wanted it back by first harvest.
I'll see what I can do.
What a bloody
My
money-lending
work for
bastard
Mogul.
this guy is.
You've
And they're
got a
bossing
problem, you
everybody
talk to
around. I love that characterization. Now, I was hoping, because I thought... oh yeah,
With the Ashbourne threat taken care of,
Here's
I
the
can give my
captain.
men the rest they deserve. Well done, friend.
now, what would really be brilliant now is if these two guys could meet
I'm
up.
a
The
different person.
money lending, bossing around bastard, and the actual captain of the guard. Except they've both got separate business to take care of, haven't they? Or maybe, let's see.
Hold a moment.
Hang on, look at this.
I've gotten a report that you've been harassing some of the townsfolk.
Wurgle doesn't lend coin
true.
to outlanders.
Oh, come
Look
on.
somewhere
You
else.
know me, Captain Veleth. My hands are clean.
I don't know who sent you.
See that they
You've
stay
given
that
us
way,
something to build
or
on
else
here.
I'll send you back to Skyrim in a
Someday we
crate.
can repay you.
You understand me?
Yes, sir. Captain Veleth, sir.
Odin Vela.
Didn't
The
his...
Redder Guard at your service.
Well, of course, everyone's talking to me at the same time, and it gets a bit confusing. But that's the way it kind of has to be in an open world game like this. You've got to love the way that this guy's bossing everybody around, but then when the captain of the guard talks to him,
It's safer to work in the fields.
it's just his. He just completely
I don't know
changes
what
his
you did in
tune.
those mines, but it put a smile on Cretius's face. Never seen him so happy.
But at least you have a roof over your head. Please, help me. Here, have some food instead.
Okay, so you
Because of you, my
begged
life
for.
has meaning.
You actually got begged
Thank you.
that farmer for
Excuse me,
food, and
Captain.
you got it.
Do you have any plans for
Cool.
the west end of town? We feel awfully exposed over there.
Oh, cool.
If I had the resources at my disposal, I'd build you a wall myself.
I understand. I know you're doing
I
everything
haven't noticed
you
this
can.
one before.
Tell you what, I'll make sure we have a permanent foot patrol over there. It's the least I can do for you.
Right, so this guy's actually asking for more protection, requesting that from Captain Veleth, and Captain Veleth promises at
With
least.
the Aspborn threat taken care of,
Some
I
foot
can give
patrol.
my men the
Care
rest
for
they
anything for my
deserve.
stand today?
Well done, friend.
Ash yams. Disgusting. I'd rather eat cheese that's been sitting in the sun for a week.
Look, I know why you're here. I'll get the coin, I promise.
If you want that beautiful wife of yours to stay that way, you'd better.
Now, clearly you don't need to be able to talk to these guys about all sorts of stuff to get the idea here. This Mogul is
Your actions here
an
have been a
annoying,
blessing
money-lending
to
bastard who
yourself.
pushes everybody
I
around.
work for
The
most-
captain is a really stand-up guy.
Between us.
Oh, look at this.
I'm not talking
I'm
about
a
that.
different person.
I have a knack for smelling
And I have
trouble.
you to thank
And
for
for
it.
some reason, you reek of it.
I promise you, I have nothing but good intentions towards everyone in this
He's
town.
also very suspicious of this guy. We don't need to talk to him about it because which is far more
I don't
realistic.
know
Which
if I
is
can do this
listen. The only weird thing is that the captain doesn't
I don't know
actually
if I can do this anymore.
listen to all the stuff that's going on. That he doesn't do that. That he doesn't
Point
listen
to
to what
Outlanders. Look somewhere
Modin
else.
is saying to everyone.
I don't think he ever wants
Oh,
me to
brilliant!
feel
Oh,
the pain he
fantastic!
suffers.
Look, Modin's
You looking for
Mogul's been twice
outcome,
given a talking
I'll
to
always
now
respect your
from
decision.
Captain Veleth, and so he skulks away back into the retching natch. This is just the sort of thing that makes me say that I don't know about vanilla Skyrim, but certainly in the Dragonborn DLC, I think the characters here, the NPCs, have got plenty of depth. More or less as much as they had in Morrowind. At least, I can tell you, it's probably taken a lot more effort to give these characters all that depth compared to the same amount of effort that would be needed in Morrowind, where you could just type in a couple extra dialogue responses or something. That just takes a few minutes of any developer's time to type that in. To actually record all those conversations and stuff with the voice acting and so on, that takes dedication, you know? And so I'm not quite prepared to accept the accusation that Skyrim, or at least the Dragonborn DLC, is, you know, that everything feels so plastic, that the characters, the NPCs, have no depth just because dialogue is too shallow. Sure, there's only so many things you can talk to each character about, but I mean, honestly, having 10, 20, 30 dialogue options with each character, then all just saying the same stuff, that was the way it was in Morrowind. I think I like this much better. You
I
can.
don't know what you're playing at, Glover. but something about you just
You can
doesn't
talk to
add
people
up.
about a couple things,
Understandable, considering the differences between
and then you can
us.
listen to them talking about each
I'm
other.
not talking
talking
about
to each
that.
other.
I have a knack for smelling trouble. And for some reason, you reek of it.
And that's brilliant
I
characterization,
promise you, I have
you know?
nothing but good intentions towards
Morrowind
everyone in this
couldn't
town.
do that because everyone was just standing around exactly the same spot. The only one they would ever talk to was the player, right? So, no, I'm gonna keep playing Skyrim, or rather Dragonborn, because it's not shallow. It's got depth, and sure, yeah, you do this a couple times, you notice that people start saying the same things over and over. Yeah, I mean, if you click the same dialogue options, you know, there are only so many different dialogue options that they have anyway, right? And I don't think the developers really expect you to stand around forever and do this kind of stuff anyway. The point is you're doing this just in passing. And there's still more stuff I haven't heard before.
I'm glad to lend a hand.
You must
Well.
be using quite a bit of your raw materials repairing their weapons and armor. I'm sorry we can't compensate you.
Not to worry, Adro. I'll recover my losses in due time.
Yeah, these guys don't feel like plastic dolls inhabiting a plastic world. I actually feel like people. They've got relationships to each other, and you can sort of listen to them, and learn things about them. So yeah, I've been saying this a dozen times over, haven't I now? So if you've been bothered to listen to all those repetitions, then at least I hope I've made my point. And so that's it. And I'll see you later for another episode, where more stuff will actually happen. Like this time, I was just nosing around, listening to people, but that was the point. So, yeah. Until the next video, go in peace and live and let live.